So today we are going to talk about proactive things that you can do to keep the clutter from showing back up in your home. These are what I like to call clutter-free habits, and they are game changers at not only keeping a home organized and put away, but also keeping the clutter from showing its ugly head all over again. Because let's face it, the mess in our homes was actually called by habits, poor habits that we developed over the years. I'm just as guilty as everyone else for having bad habits in my own home. But I also know better habits keep a neater space. And even though they are painful, especially in the beginning, they are meant to shorten our weekly to-do lists. And that is definitely worth the time investment starting out. Okay, so let's get to today's clutter-free habit. We are going to talk about routines. Okay, don't leave. Stick with me. These are different than the normal routines you're used to hearing about. These are things that you can do every day before heading off to bed that will create a more organized space greeting you the next morning. Each of these tasks will only take a few minutes. There are only 5 of them, but the results will be huge. Oh, and the good news is you can do them in just a few minutes. I think I just said that. Now I'm repeating myself. These are 5 simple habits that you could do every night before heading off to bed. Okay, let's break them down. Habit number 1, prep your kitchen. This is probably going to be the most time-consuming one, but as you get used to doing this task every evening before going to bed, you will be able to shorten it to a fraction of the time. So when I first started doing this as one of my bedtime habits, it literally took me 20 minutes. Now, I kid you not, I can do it in half that time, 10 minutes tops, to completely prep my kitchen to greet me in a more positive way the next morning. Here's how it works. First, you're going to empty your sink. Now, you're going to put all the dirty dishes that are found in your sink inside of your dishwasher. If you don't have a dishwasher, I want you to quickly wash them and put them on the drying rack. Finish this task by wiping down the inside of your sink along with the outside perimeter, the nozzles, the hose, everything. And then put your sponge or rag in the drying area that you have set up. So everything is ready to go the next day. Next in your kitchen are the kitchen counters. Hopefully you have a few clutter catching baskets that you could toss things into. These baskets are meant for items that belong in a different room. If you have items that are scattered that belong on the kitchen counter, return them to their homes next. Excuse me, this would be if you keep medications in a basket or on a pretty tray, you want to put them back on there. If you keep oils next to your stove and they got moved around when you cook dinner, you want to put them back onto their container and so on. Just work your way around the counters, getting everything put away. Then I want you to take cleaning spray and clean all of your counters and wipe everything down. This is a really good habit to get into, especially in the winter, because colds and flus are like everywhere right now. I kid you not. My grand nuggets are constantly sharing their germs with me. So I really like to make sure that my counters are completely wiped down before I go to bed, because that gives me a fresh, germ-free space in the morning. Now, if you're not a fan of cleaners, warm soapy water will do the same thing. And if you just washed your dishes, you should still have that warm soapy water. Or put this task before you clean out your sink. And then that way you can use the warm soapy water to clean and sterilize your counters. Finally, hang up any towels, close any cabinets or drawers, push in any chairs or stools, and straighten any placemats or centerpieces. And just like that, your kitchen is done and ready for you the next day. Routine habit number 2, check your schedule. Take a few minutes to go over your schedule and calendar for the following day. This will prepare you mentally for any appointments, phone calls, or tasks that need to be completed, such as paying a bill online or calling your mom for her birthday. A daily and weekly schedule is meant to guide you in the most productive way. By reviewing this schedule every evening before heading off to bed, you will be better prepared for what you have listed out for the following day. Routine habit number 3, review your clutter task. On the same note, you will want to review what clutter project or task you have written down for the following day. This is a great way to give yourself some personal accountability. When you remind yourself of what you wrote down, see it on your schedule, know how long it's going to take and what time of day you will be doing it, you will be more apt to get that task completed and done. Reading that task is giving it a voice. It's tapping you on the shoulder saying, I know you can do this. I'm only going to take about 10 to 15 minutes tops, and you are going to be so grateful that it's done. And knowing the night before that your decluttering task is completely cleaning out your coffee table, you will make sure that you show up for that date and keep your commitment. Routine task number 4, review your menu. Next, I want you to take a look at what you have planned to make for dinner the following day. Now, if you do not follow a weekly meal plan, take a few minutes to decide what you're going to make the following day. Always review what you have in your refrigerator so that you know you are using up items before they go bad. This is an organizing habit that is going to save you so much money on wasted food and so much time on making things that you don't really have the ingredients for. So if you look inside of your refrigerator and you see you have 4 containers of leftovers from the week, then maybe a family potluck might be a good meal to prepare for. On the same note, if you see that you have a bunch of asparagus in your refrigerator that's starting to look just a little sketchy, a nice chicken stir fry with asparagus might be a good dish to make. When you decide what you're making, take a few minutes to prepare your ingredients. Put the produce on the same shelf in the refrigerator with the sauces and the other cold ingredients that you'll be making or using to make your meal the next day. Pull out any protein from the freezer and put it on a plate in the refrigerator so it can start to defrost. Pull out your crock pot or Instant Pot or air fryer or any other appliance you plan to use to make dinner the following day. Tomorrow, when you wake up and you see that crock pot sitting on the counter, it's your reminder of what you had planned for dinner, and that annoying task of deciding what to make is suddenly one that you will not be faced with today. And routine clutter-free habit number 5, laundry. This is basically anything you wear from head to toe. So what I want you to do is take a few minutes to organize your laundry. Look for any shoes that are sitting out and put them in the entryway or the mudroom, wherever you keep them. Look for any scattered socks that tend to end up in just about every single room in the home and toss them in your laundry bin. Go to the bathroom, and if you have towels that are on the floor, hang those up. If the hand towel is on the sink instead of on the rack, hang that up as well. Go into your bedroom and closet and put away any clothes that are left lying on the floor, hanging over a chair, or sitting on the bed. Shut your dresser drawers, close your closet door. This one quick tip can really make a big impact on quite a few rooms in your home. When keeping your home from getting out of hand, habits are your friend. And the more clutter-free habits you can add to your daily routine, the less you will have to work on organizing your rooms. So I hope you all found this clutter tip helpful. Give it a try and let me know what you think. It might just surprise you what an impact it can have going forward.